Hi everyone, it's Lynn Terry from the official 90daylowcarbchallenge.com and author of travelinglowcarb.com. So ChocZero came to me and asked me to review their low carb, sugar-free chocolate dipping cups. And I was like, okay, I love chocolate. Chocolate is good. Anyway, I also, while I was working with them, managed to score you, an exclusive discount on anything in their store. And they have all kinds of really cool stuff like low carb hot chocolate, low carb chocolate squares, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I want to do a live demo and because I just got some of these fixed and I want to show you exactly like what they are and what you can use them for. So, oh, my table's wobbly. Sorry about that. Anyway, people have had some questions about them or seen them around and not really sure what they are. I wasn't sure what they were. Like, I assumed they were you just dip stuff in them. I've heard of people using them to dip bacon, dip strawberries, dip all kinds of things in them. So you can see like right here on the container, it's like little chocolate dipping cups. See that? And you can like dip berries or dip bacon or dip whatever you like to dip. Now, being a dipper, I love to dip things. Ranch dressing is like probably one of my favorite staples in the low carb life. I was excited to review these, but I want to show you what they are and do a live demo because I just got some out. So I want you to know like what to expect if you ever try these. So first of all, you get this canister, right? And it has 10 cups in it. So you just pop the top, like a can of Pringles, except it's chocolate. Anyway, so there are these little cups inside, like this. So let me get it straight here. So I got dark chocolate, and I thought, oh, this is not my favorite, because they come in dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate. Anyway, so there are these little dipping cups, and what you can do, and the instructions are like on the canister, but it says just put them in the microwave for 15 seconds, and the chocolate melts, and then you can dip whatever you want in it. But it actually takes a little bit longer. Like I put it in for 15 seconds and I stir it a little bit because it's all kind of clumpy looking or weird or whatever. It's just the way that it holds together. So it's just chocolate. You know how chocolate will form. You have to melt it. Anyway, so I heat it up again until it's really nice and creamy. Now here's the thing that I've been using these for that's really exciting. And I gave a sneak peek in one of my blog posts recently, but I have some live examples like right here that I just made today. Anyway, so yeah, you just put these little cups. I just open the top and I microwave them for 15 seconds, stir them, and microwave them for another 15 seconds till they're nice and creamy. No audio. Anyone else? Testing. Susie can hear me? Yes? Okay, so there is audio. I just want to make sure. All right, yeah, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. Hi, Janet. Okay, so anyway, so you just pop these in the microwave, like I said, and you warm them up. And then you can dip whatever you want in it. But here's what I've been doing because I tried to make these chocolate candies a while back. Oh, it was like years ago, about 3 years ago. How many of you have ever tried my peanut butter fudge recipe? My peanut butter fudge is so good. But that recipe actually came about from a recipe fail where I was trying to make chocolate peanut butter cups. So I was trying this recipe where I made this chocolate and then put the peanut butter in it or on it or whatever to make these peanut butter cups. And that every single time I made this recipe, it failed. The chocolate was so gross. And I was using different low carb recipes or keto blog recipes or whatever. And it was like bitter. Either that or it just did too much artificial sweetener. It was just always gross. And I ended up like scraping the peanut butter off the top with my teeth and just eating the peanut butter part. That's where my peanut butter fudge recipe came from. Anyway, so just the peanut butter was great. The chocolate was never right. It was never good. So when I got to review these ChocZero dipping cups, that's the first thing I did. I made chocolate peanut butter cups. And it's so fun because you know how you make like low carb candy and you can put it in a candy mold and like it's a big mess. It makes a big mess in my kitchen. And so anyway, these are so fun for people like me, you know, that don't want to make a big mess in the kitchen. And what if you just want to make one candy? Or what if you just want to make 3 or 4 candies and you don't want to make like 24 or a big batch of it, which is what I have to do when I make my low carb fudge. It ends up making like 24 pieces of fudge. Then I'm like, do I freeze it? Do I eat it all? Anyway, so that's what's really cool about these little individual cups. So let me show you. Pop this in the microwave. You melt the chocolate. Then you put whatever you want in it. And then you put the cup, you just put the top back on the cup and you stick it in the freezer or the refrigerator, whatever. So I tested this because Ray, the lady from ChocZero that I've been talking to, said, oh, you can travel with these. I'm like, no way. Like, I would never travel with my fudge. I mean, that would just be like, I would be drinking it. It would be liquid fudge. And so I tested it, and I took them on a road trip. 4 hours in the car, 73-degree day, nice and sunny, humid Tennessee day. And I got where I was going. I stuck them in the freezer, and the next day I ate them. They looked exactly the same as they did the day I made them. So it was like this, like magic. I love these. All right, so there's a couple of things you can do. You put them in the freezer with whatever you put in them or on them, like this. I just put them in the freezer, and then they come out, and they're done. So I made 4 different kinds, and I was going to show you like how it works, just so you understand. So I can just make one, like put this in the microwave, melt the chocolate, put crushed pecans, crushed almonds, whatever you want to put in it. You know, stir it in there, put it in the freezer, and then it's done in like 30 minutes. So you can make single treats, which is nice, especially if you're the only person eating low carb and you just want, you know, some dessert that night, right? So I made several different kinds, and sometimes I make them in the cups like this, and then I just close the lids and put them in the freezer. And other times I'll like make them a little bit more fancy or whatever. So I'll use these little ramekins just to hold the, what do you call those? Cupcake holders. You know, just so they keep their form, but actually I think they would anyway. So let me show you what I have here. This is so beautiful. And this is a live demo. Anything could happen here. This is unscripted, unphotoshopped because, but I'll show you what it's like because my first experience with these was so great. So I was like, we could do this live and it'll go fine. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so this one that I made, show it to you, is one of these ChocZero dipping cups, and I mixed in coconut oil, Himalayan salt, peeling nuts. Now they're a big, buttery, soft nut, and they're but you could mix in like macadamia nuts or like whatever your favorite nut. But these are soft, so they crush up real nice. Can you see that? Yeah. So I put a whole serving of peeling nuts in here, which are like chock full of nutrients and magnesium, and they're like wild harvested from volcanic soil, so they're extremely nutrient dense. And I was like, nutritious chocolate treat. That sounds really good. But it would be kind of like macadamia nut chocolate bar, except it's peeling nuts. So anyway, they're like, let me just show you. So you just take the paper off. And I can't cut these in half and show you the insides because I still have to photograph them for my blog, so you'll have to wait and see the photos in my blog post. But I just want to show you how easy they come apart. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Let me see if I can get it turned around the right way. Oh my goodness. That is one very crunchy, very nutty, dark chocolate treat, and it's huge. It's very big. Yum. So that is beautiful. Let me see if I can get it up there. There you go. Doesn't that look delicious? But I love sweet and salty, right? That's kind of my thing. But wait till I show you the next ones because I made 4 different kinds. And that's what I love about the dipping cups. Like whenever I make fat bombs, and I don't really call them that, I call them candy. You know, if I make fudge, I end up with a huge batch of the same thing, just fudge, right? But with this, you can make one individual candy, or like I made 4 different kinds, so I have this whole variety. And for those of you who are like holiday creative, I can only imagine like you could use your molds, candy molds or whatever, so you can make like, you know, holiday candies, you know, all kinds of fun, creative, pretty stuff or whatever. I want to do the white chocolate with raspberries. For me, I'm thinking that's going to be the key, like the white chocolate and raspberry. So the next one I made, I also did in a little cupcake holder because I added a bunch of stuff to it. And this is called Chunky Muesli, which is also a superfood. It's full of like coconut, seeds, nuts, all kinds of different stuff, a little bit of cinnamon and vanilla. And it's kind of meant to be a low-carb breakfast cereal, but I use it for trail mix. I like it as trail mix. Anyway, but it's so good mixed with dark chocolate, and it makes this like candy bar like you would not believe, but it all holds together. So again, I'm just doing this live here. and open it all holes together. So this one I made with twice as much as I made before. Let me see if I can get it in the right light. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? So it's dark chocolate with coconut, cinnamon, nuts, seeds, like serious superfoods. You want to talk about a candy bar. It's huge. It's like beautiful. I don't know how I'm going to log this finger licking. I don't normally lick my fingers because I'm like, there's no entry for that in MyFitnessPal. How do you log that? But they're sitting out here for a minute and I've got like lamps on. So, all right, so here's the true test that I want to show you real quick. And I'll do photos and I'll show you all the details. I've already made like a couple of different kinds and shared some pictures in my last blog post, but I'll show you more photos and stuff. But I wanted to do a live demo so you understood like how fun these are as individual treats, or as being able to make, like today, this afternoon, literally on a break from work in about 15 minutes, I made 4 different kinds of low carb candy, right? So I made the dark chocolate and peeling nuts, the dark chocolate and muesli with cinnamon coconut, and here's the other one I made, is a peanut butter cup. And it's still in the little cup. I just made it in the cup, put it in the freezer. That's it. Now these are a little bit trickier, so I just kind of like squeeze it a little bit around the edges to break it up. It's much prettier when I wait and put it on the plate for you. And then it just comes out like this. I put some crushed peeling nuts on top of this one, but it's a peanut butter cup on the inside. So what I did is I just melted the chocolate and I put 1 tablespoon of peanut butter in the middle. And when I cut it open and take a picture of it, you'll see that. Anyways, it comes out like this, and it's a peanut butter cup. Listen, my hands are messy, sorry, because they're melting on me. Anyway, so it's this huge dark chocolate, and it's filled in the middle with creamy peanut butter and topped with crushed peeling nuts. You see that? So, yeah, apologies for getting messy here, but that's because, like I said, they've been sitting out for a second while I've been doing the video. Messy is good when it's delicious. So I have one more, and this is the one that I'm actually going to eat tonight because I'm super excited about it. Hang on. Sorry. You know, it's great. They're not stalling my weight loss. So I'm down. Finally, my weight loss is down. So I'm really excited about all of the new products that are coming out lately that are not full of gross ingredients and things that stall your weight loss. Anyway, so the very last one I made has pecan pie almond butter in it. This is a brand new product I've never tried before, and I stuck my finger in the jar and tasted it, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I'll tell you all about that later because it's a whole different like company or whatever. But it's, again, pecan pie almond butter. And this stuff is like, it will rock your socks. Anyway, so I put 2 tablespoons of that because it was lower in carbs than peanut butter, and the 1 ChocZero dipping cup, right? And so it's still in the little cup because I just mixed it right in the cup and stuck it straight in the freezer. And then, like I said, you just kind of like do the edges a little bit. Let me take the little top off here. And if they start melting on you, you just pop them back in the freezer. That's it. Oh, this one may not be done yet because I made it last. So it's a little... Yeah, this one's not ready yet. Anyway, so I'll have to take a picture of it when it's ready because I made this one last and it's still setting because it's bigger because I put more stuff in it. But that's the cool thing. You can put more stuff in it, less stuff in it. You can dip bacon in it. You can dip strawberries in it. You can dip whatever you like to dip chocolate in. You can melt it and you can drizzle it over stuff. It doesn't have any sugar alcohol and it tastes amazing. So they have dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate. And yeah, this one I'll have to let set up. But this one has pecan pie flavored almond butter in it. Let me see if I can get it good. It's so hard to do. There's no way to get a good picture of that. You'll have to wait for my actual photo of it. But that's what I wanted to show you is how much fun these things are because, like I said, whenever I make like low carb candy, I end up having this huge batch of it. And then like, what are you going to do? eat it all or have to freeze it or whatever. But with these, you just have the one little dipping cup, right? You can make a single candy. You can make a peanut butter cup to enjoy that day. It's like portion control or meal prep. I like it. Or like I said, you can make like 4 different candies all in one day. Like totally, and have a variety. Like you could put, white chocolate and berries, milk chocolate and pecans, or macadamia nuts and dark chocolate. You could have like all 3. Like I made 4 today, and it literally only took a few minutes. I think 15 minutes maybe. And then I just popped them in the freezer. And let them set up and enjoy them later. That's it. So I've been talking about ChocZero because, like I said, they sent me these canisters to review. There's 10 cups in a canister, so I'm having so much fun with these. The first 2 I ate, I really didn't have high hopes for them. And then I ate them, and I was like, wow, they nailed the chocolate. It's so good. There's no sugar alcohol in it. In fact, ingredients: dark chocolate, unsweetened chocolate, cocoa butter. It says soluble vegetable fiber, coconut oil, sunflower or something, lectin, monk fruit extract, and Madagascar vanilla beans. That's it. Anyway, so that's what they are, and I've been talking about them on my blog, but I wanted to do this quick live demo to show you what it's like when they first come out of the freezer, because they just come out, I don't know, perfect. Like perfect little candies. And I love that you can make individuals, or you can make a big variety. So you can make like a big, like different variety plate. And you can keep them in the freezer. So if you wanted to make them all up and make, big variety all at once and have like 10 different ones, because there's 10 cups in a canister, then you can make them all up and you can just keep them in the freezer until you're ready to eat them. So I think that's awesome. Like I said, my attempt at making the peanut butter and chocolate candies before was a total fail, and I was using cocoa, real cocoa, and going by recipes I found on blogs and stuff, and it never worked. So I ended up just eating the peanut butter, which is where that peanut butter fudge recipe came from that everybody loves so much, because the peanut butter turned out great, but the chocolate never did. These I love because, like I said, when I failed those 3 times, I failed that recipe, I ended up with like 20, like a big batch of this candy I couldn't even eat or whatever. These are just perfect. And I love that they're little individually sized cups. I think that's so much fun because, like I said, you can make one dessert, or you can make, like I did, 4 totally different desserts and keep them in the freezer. So I just wanted to give you this live demo real quick, and I'll post more information on my blog, but I did score us an exclusive discount, so I've put that in the post description, and I'll be giving you more details, like I said, on my blog, and I'll show you pictures of these. I'll, put them on a plate and take a picture of them so you can see, so I'll cut them in half and show you what the inside looks like. But it's so much fun because I was just playing around. I put the pecan pie almond butter in one, peanut butter in another one, crushed peely nuts in one, so it's like real sweet and salty, crunchy chocolate treat. And they're kind of like similar to macadamia nuts, except more nutrient dense. And the other one I have this chunky muesli in, which has all kinds of superfoods in it, like coconut, cinnamon, vanilla, seeds, nuts, all kinds of stuff. So it's like this crunchy, yummy thing. Anyway, I will give you the link to the blog post as soon as I get it ready. I just wanted to do this live demo and talk about how fun it is to do the individual candies. That's so much fun to me. Like, if you just want something now, you can microwave it, heat it up, you can dip anything in it or drizzle it over anything you want to, or you can put something in it, put it in the freezer for 30 minutes, 25 minutes even, and have one quick treat, single serving quick treat, without having to make this entire batch of low-carb candy. So I love that concept. If you've tried if you've tried the ChocZero dipping cups, I would love to hear which flavor you tried, what you made with them, and what you thought about them. I think we can get really creative with all the recipe ideas for these. So stay tuned while I put some recipe ideas together for you and share those for you on my blog at travelinglowcarb.com.